This ladybug just landed on my rose. Do you think it's real ladybug? Oh, so cute. She's like, that's not a rose. Good morning. How are you? Well, it's Friday again, and I am back at the Gardens on Spring Creek, which is my town's botanical gardens here in Fort Collins, Colorado. As I explained before, my artist group, the Plein Air Artists of Colorado, we've been invited by the botanical gardens here to paint at least once a month as a group. And then by the end of the summer in September, we're going to display all of our flowers and things that we painted all summer long. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. We had some crazy weather last night. Thankfully, we were spared the bulk of the hail that hit all around us, but the weather is nice and overcast, which is perfect for painting flowers. High altitude Colorado light is way too harsh sometimes for floral paintings. Oh, and did you notice something different? Yesterday when I was meeting with a client for a painting commission in Loveland, I just happened to walk into a flea market and I found this hat. I've been looking for a good lightweight straw hat instead of my heavy felt hat for some time, but they're normally like $150 going up. And I found this one had a slight dent in it, and I just took some steam and I popped it out and bam! So I'm really excited about this too. I just need to get some straps for it so it doesn't go blowing away in our wind. So come on, let's go and paint some flowers. Okay, so June is rose month here locally. I just love all of the roses. They're all popping out. And I'm not very good at painting them, so that's why I'm going to do that today, to see if I can improve. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this in a plein air painting, but I just love these little dewdrops. They're so pretty. Oop, I just knocked that one off. But I'm torn. I like the yellow ones. And I like the pink ones. Maybe I'll do both. Every now and then I still forget something. Today I remembered everything except for my brushes. Thankfully I had this little travel brush on me. So this will be a one brush painting. And I'm going to just do this without drawing to see if I can just freehand this, give it a nice softness without the pencil lines. I don't know if you can see the sheen on there, but I got it all sopping wet, and I'm just going to let it sit for a second. While I'm waiting for that to soak in, I'm going to get a ton of permanent rose mixed up here. And a little bit of raw sienna and some ultramarine blue over in the corner here. And because I'm working so wet on wet, I'm gonna be working very flat this way for a while, so much for using my other camera. So I'm gonna take this permanent rose, fairly thick but not super thick, and I'm just gonna, I guess you see how this is all dark in the center and it lightens up as you go, so we're gonna try to do that here. because I think I'm going to model off of these guys too. So. They're those collared doves. They're so cute. Maybe I'll put a little bud like this guy here. Like right here or here. Yeah, I'll put him here. And I'm gonna see how it's already going this way because I'm at an angle. So I'll turn it upside down. Like so. We'll get some of this into the mix. And at this point, it looks like a tie-dye t-shirt. Okay, so now we're just slowly building this up as it dries. Morning, how are you? When I'm doing the tie-dye part of the painting. There you go. Well, hopefully this will be the lightest and then it'll get really dark and it's because this will dry like, 40 to 60% more. Hi! I'm working really wet today. I left my brushes, so I had this one travel brush in my pocket. I was like, oh! Okay, now this is semi-damp and I'm going back in with my permanent res and I'm trying to get these little shapes here. I don't know if you can see all those fun little crenellations. I don't think I'm going to twin it like that one is. I'm going to do a more traditional shape. And it's train 30. And then I'm going back in with a clean, damp brush and just lifting out highlights here. Just trying to. It's hard to do it while I'm holding this camera. I'll get back to you in just a sec. All right, first layer is accomplished. I'm just going to let this dry completely before I go back into it because you can see it's just getting really granulated here with some of these pigments I was using. So. How's it going?
I recognize that hat.
Do you? Actually, this one's the brand new hat.
Yeah, but you always have a hat on.
I do. Well, so do you.
I do. It is. I went with the bigger brim today.
We've got this art exhibit. I don't know if it's permanent or not, but look, it's all these origami sculptures. It's so cool. Is a bug coming after you?
Never again.
Oh, they'll just get stuck in the paint. That's your revenge. We have these little mannequin coyotes that I believe they put in the gardens to keep the deer out and other critters. But at first glance, they even fool me, especially when the tail blows in the wind. Okay, so now this layer is bone dry, so I can go back in and make it gooey again. Oops.
Would you like an audience?
Sure.
I just walked out to visit the roses a couple of weeks ago. They were pathetic, actually.
Mine died back pretty heavy.
they?
Yeah,
Same
it's
at
just
my house.
it was a very dry, kind of cold winter.
And we fed those, who's the
Mhm.
horticulturist, said
Yeah.
that she never remembers feeding them for all the years she's been here. So we fed them, and now they're so loaded with blossoms. Look
Go.
forward to seeing it.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay. How are you?
It's my favorite coordinator. It's in that weird in between.
Absolutely beautiful. Southwestern. I turned it this way and I like it better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it can go both ways. If you're surviving the heat.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. They have a very distinct growth structure. And of course we've lost our light again, and that's okay. And you do not want water that looks like this when you're painting something nice and delicate like a rose. Soften those lines a little bit. They're a little too much, too intense. Oop. Not those sharp lines there. Soften, soften. That rose looks more like a peony. Ah. Oops, I don't want crooked lines there. Got a little bit of Paraline maroon going on here. Just going in there. The changing light has really messed with this painting today. That's okay, because it can't make up its mind. Is it light, dark, shade, sun? And this is reflecting this. I chose to do more of a muted light, and I'm kind of having fun. I like how the cobalt turquoise is seeping through in places. I think this should turn out. I'm just gonna have to be patient with it here. See how fun that is? This is one thing you can do with watercolor that's fun, is you can do this kind of stained glass effect with different glazes on top of glazes. I keep trying to step back and take a look at it. Oops, paint's drying out. Ouch, I think a bug just bit me. Oops. Let's get one more thing of water. I'm almost out of water. Used a lot of H2O in this piece today. A little bit for me too. But yeah, like you can see, the sun's coming on, off, on, off. Very tricky.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
It's been a struggle because the light's on, it's off,
Yeah,
it's on,
yeah,
and
yeah,
off, so.
yeah.
But thank you.